So there's three main things that would instantly stand out and potentially put people in a no pile. The first thing is not following the application process. So if the application process is asking for a CV and a covering letter, make sure that that is all up to date, is applying for the right job, and has the right sport and the right interview panel names on it. Secondly, if the application process is asking you for something specific in your covering letter, and or asking you to do something slightly different, like submit a video or talk about something very specific, then make sure you do that, because that is being done for a reason. That is being done so that the interview panel can understand something about you, and that will be used as part of their shortlisting criteria. And thirdly, just make sure that you are really considered when you are writing your CV and your covering letter or any other component part of the application process, and it matches against the job description's main activities and tasks and the person specification essential and desirable criteria, because you want to make it as easy for the interview panel to be able to do that.
You submit is manageable for the reader or the watcher. So the amount of times that an application has been quite strong, but if it's over 7-8 pages, you just run out of enthusiasm to be able to kind of mark and identify what is important out of that application. So keep it to no more than 2 pages, keep it condensed and concise, and think about the reader when you're designing and submitting that. Make sure you've looked at the person spec. We spend a lot of time ensuring that we design a role and that we have the right skills to fit that role. So look at the person spec and tailor your application to meet that, because if you don't reference those things, you won't get selected. That's how we would make the selection, is based on whether or not there's examples related to our person specification. And then finally, I think it's really important to recognise and acknowledge that any research into the organisation and how and why you've applied for that job within your application. So if there's no reference to Sport Wales, who I currently work for, or why their values and vision connects with the work that you do, then you're very unlikely to get shortlisted.